Alright, so before I get into the reviews, I gotta say, the majority of this video will be recorded at the end of Friday. That is because Saturday I'm going to the movies and I'm probably going to be home by around midnight, so the reviews for the review for that movie will be recorded that night for Saturday night. But with that being said, I'm just going to get into the reviews. Real quick, if you like my content, give me a follow on TikTok, give me a subscribe on YouTube. Alright, the Shia LaBeouf semi-autobiographical movie Honey Boy, truly fantastic. The story is very simple, telling the story of the Shia LaBeouf insert character both as a kid and present day, mostly as a kid. And the movie really showcases the truly toxic relationship that main character Otis has with his father, played by LaBeouf. The writing was incredible. The acting was truly on point. At least with Shia LaBeouf, Lucas Hedges, and Noah Jupe. The latter of two played Otis. And yeah, this is a very solid dive into the childhood of LaBeouf. It's not perfect. Honestly, no Shia LaBeouf movie really is. But honestly, his performance is so good that if not for the fact that even at the time of this movie's release back in 2019, if not for the controversies that he was surrounded by from even then, he probably could have gotten an Oscar nomination. And Noah Jupe truly stole the show as a young Otis. It's a truly it's a truly interesting perspective for a movie like this, showing the trouble that can stem from being a child actor. Honestly, with how much I've been rambling, let's just say great writing, great acting from its leads, and great cinematography and editing. It's enough to give it a high score, and some of the other performances, like FKA Twigs, kind of drag it down a little, and for me, it's an 8. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. It is really great. So, if you literally a few hours ago, I pointed out the dice had to be re-rolled for the second movie, and Princess Kaguya, as also was the answer. Thank the dice gods that I finally got to see this movie, because out of all the anime movies this year, this is easily the best. And that is saying a lot, considering that I watched 4 10 out of 10 anime films this year. And Rosa Versailles, but it's neither here nor there. The watercolor pastel animation has to be some of Ghibli's best. And I watched this movie in dub, as I normally do. And, dude, the emotion that the cast provides is so well handled that it blows my mind just how hard they were hitting. The writing, the characters all felt real and human. And even when I didn't like them, I still felt for them. Honestly, it is one of those movies where you just need to go into this and expect a masterpiece. No, because you're gonna get it. You're going to get a fucking masterpiece with this movie. I mean, hell, it's Isao Takahata with Studio Ghibli, and with that being said, I don't need to go any further. 10 out of 10. Alright, this part is after I finish watching Avatar Fire and Ash. Okay, first off, let me just say, is this movie perfect? No. The story has a few things that could really be improved, hopefully with a fourth movie. That being said, this is easily the best in the trilogy. Visually, this movie is just absolutely gorgeous all the way through. The actors are giving true to life performances that I'd never expected to see. Honestly, the writing for much of it really does work, especially when it comes to how different members of the family grieve and struggle with family. And the motion capture is top notch, as always with these movies. Again, it is not a perfect movie. It is not. It does have a couple flaws, especially with the story. But honestly, this movie made me feel for many of the characters, including the new villain. Honestly, I never thought I'd say this, but Gorge is not the worst character in this movie. There are two humans in this movie that I actively was begging for them to die. Honestly, if you haven't, this movie just came out, so if you get the chance, go watch this fucking movie. Again, it's not perfect, but it is close enough for a 10 out of 10 from me. Alright, so, as I said, 2 of the reviews were done before I went to the movies, and that last one was after. This is going on TikTok the night after, just because I was so fucking tired when I got home. But I hope you were satisfied with the reviews. 4 movies for Christmas weekend, and to close out the year, go watch my dice roll if you're curious as to what they are. Thank you for watching, and as always, y'all stay interesting.